Hey, it's me, Nesser. Welcome back to another episode, another season. I'm here today with Dango.
Yes, sir.
As you can see, it's a different setup. I'm trying new things, so hope you guys like it and hope it's better quality. I know some people have been shouting in my ear. So, Dango, it's really amazing to have you here. I'm so glad that you decided to come. Your end of 2021 was very noticeable. I don't even know what the word is, but like it seemed very good anyway, and you've become someone that's kind of all in our face. Everybody wants to know about ya. You got also nominated for the Black and Irish Awards.
Yes,
I actually thought you were going to win that, but I also didn't know the other people in there. But yeah, the young kids are doing their thing. So welcome.
Thank you.
To the show.
Thank you.
We're gonna find out about Dango and figure out. I was gonna say what makes you tick, but it seems like a lot of things make you tick.
A lot makes you tick.
So
It just takes one little thing.
It's not that hard.
Gone. Yeah.
Okay, so how would you describe yourself? What are the parts of you that you would want people to know?
One thing I'd say about me is I'm very passionate, as you can see. I care a lot, which can be a detriment to me sometimes because it can perceive as like I'm angry. Do you get me? But if you actually really look at what I'm angry about, especially in our community, I'm actually sticking up for black people.
Yeah.
And it's been tough because it goes like other ways. Some people love it and some people don't, you know what I mean? But we'll talk about it, like, because the streets don't lie, because the response I get from the streets, from young kids that come up to me and stuff like that, it's like, I love it, do you know what I mean? Like, so I'll keep, like, obviously, I always say, like, when I'm praying and all that, because I always say to God, look, if I have to be the one to take the bullets to open up opportunities for black people, to make black people better, let it be me, do you know what I mean? So I couldn't really give a rat's. But yeah.
I love when you just say, like, I'm passionate, don't give a rat's. But, like, I can actually be a testament to that, because it's like I've only literally been following you maybe a month, and like your posts and everything, like on Instagram, on Twitter is a bit higgy haga, but and I don't blame you. My Twitter literally is not real life, so but like on Instagram, even just following your page, it's like just following you, and like even just in the gym and everything you post about like your family, everything you post about yourself, just that drive to be better, like that's really inspirational, like off the back of it. And I can see why people are attracted to you, like in the sense of wanting to be inspired by you, wanting to be around. Like you seem like a good buzz to be around. Like I'm not gonna lie, and I even said this on Where Your Head At. I was like, if you were ever angry at me, I would actually shit the bed.
I seen your
like,
tweet. I literally
was just like,
I seen your tweet.
I was like, this guy, if I was to ever do anything in this life just like to upset this guy, I give up. Like that's me just giving in.
That's me. I just write. Listen, I don't listen when I'm gone. I'm gone. Do you know what I mean? But it's for the right reason. I wouldn't just take off for no reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like obviously we've suffered racism and all, and I've always said if I ever got a platform to speak my mind, I'll always be. I never want to be this PR guy and this nice guy and that. I'll just say it how it is. You know what I mean? That's how I am with my family, my children, even my girlfriend, whoever. I'll always be direct. You know what I mean? Like some people don't like that, and some people love it. They love how authentic I am and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like so. Yeah, that's just me. If you just
have you always been like that? Like
since you were young? Don't see all this camera stuff. We'll talk off camera or whatever. You'll know this is me. Do you know what I mean? Like I've always, and one thing I love, friends of mine that ring me up and all, they're like, "Gody, that's you, bro. You're not acting on camera and all that, trying to be the big man. Or like, that's you. Do you get me?
Literally you.
I'm literally 24/7. Me missus probably reading.
I'm not even gonna lie,
bro.
First of all, can we just have? I was gonna say moment of silence, but she's not dead.
Impossible with me.
Literally, like. Big up that woman, because like even like was it your TikTok or something, you're just dancing in the back, she's just trying to feed the child and watch TV, and you're just there. I was like, if this is, I literally RKO you, like genuinely every day, up and down, no sleep, just whining waist, like what is going on?
Listen, it works because we're completely opposite. She's quiet. Like, that's where it works, because like obviously I'm loud or whatever, and she's just quiet. If we were both like had my personality,
100%, you'd be gone.
The gas be on fire.
You'd actually be gone.
So yeah, that's just me, man. I've always been like this, and I just like to entertain. I like to make people laugh. I like people having a good time. I love black people. I want us all together and unite. Do you know what I mean? That's why certain things piss me off. I might touch on it.
Of course.
Certain things just piss me off when black people are just moving mad, because it's ridiculous. Because if a white person says or does something against us, we're all like, oh, Black Lives Matter, Black Power, all this rubbish. But against it, on each other, we're talking shit. We don't support one another. We hate on one another. It's bollocks, man.
Do you know what?
Sorry for cursing.
It's okay. It's fine.
But,
I actually wasn't going to go into that, but that's not a black thing though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's like, I'm not saying that it's good. Like, obviously people should like respect one another, but like, why do you feel the need for it to be, and this is just me playing devil's advocate, like, why does it especially need to come from black people? Like, because white people do shit to each other all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like, like a white person seeing someone put them down is not going to think the first thing is like, this is a white person, why are they not building me up? Like, why do you feel like that's especially necessary for black people in the black community?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a circle we hang around and stuff. Yeah, because like I think they support each other. I think they do big each other up. I think
black people or white people?
No, white people. I think they do. For me, anyways. The people I've been around, I think when someone's doing well or whatever, you know, they look after them and all. I think that anyway. I just think even me, right, doing this, doing what I was doing, like you said, like I blew or whatever, and was doing well, but in the background I was hearing whispers, like, you know, he's a dope, he's this, he's that. Just
is this from black people?
Yeah.
But do you feel like white people aren't saying the same thing?
What? No. Well, they probably are. This is what it was, Nessa, yeah? This is what it was. They loved me at the start, because obviously black, Dublin accent, da-da-da-da. When I started touching on the racism stuff and like obviously calling it out and stuff like that, that's when it was a bit like, you know, people were like, oh, look at him using the race card. What?
It's like stay in your corner.
Yeah, saying the race card. There was even my mate used to play for Crumlin. And at Crumlin, there's a lot of heads that play for Crumlin people. I know them, like, whatever, like, do you know what I mean? And he was like, oh, what's up with your mate and all that. My mate's getting into arguments and walking all over some of the stuff that I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? But they did love me at the start, because obviously they hear the accent, you're like, they're one of them, they love you and all that. But when I got to the point where I'm calling them out on stuff that happens to us in football and stuff, they didn't like it. Do you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, look, it's just, I'm just speaking my mind. Yeah. No one's going to do nothing. That's how we see it.
I said, who's going to come and beat me, bro?
You know what I mean? No one's going to do nothing. I'm just going to speak my mind on how I feel, what's wrong, and, you know, just also want black people just to love each other, you know what I mean? And support each other. Because together, united as one, bro, we can do anything, do you know what I mean? Like, we're a little bit more support. That's just me.
And you see that there is a lack of support in
it's after getting better over the years now. It's after getting much better. I see even like the lads, I'll talk about them a lot. Where's your head at? I see that they get a lot of love. What they're doing. They're literally like obviously putting oil on the map and what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? They're doing great work. The black and Irish lads, they're doing like that event that they did was amazing.
Literally, I was emotional for a week over.
It was. I wish I would, because I had to go to a wedding. Yeah. I couldn't let this girl down.
They're shaking yash.
Yeah. I couldn't let this girl down, because she's been riding out for me ever since I started Dango Productions, man. She's always supported me. Cyril Obungo, shout out to you. Great girl. And I just couldn't miss her wedding. I was even supposed to host that. You were saying that event with Amanda. But even stuff like that, just unity, I love that, you know what I mean? Like, that's amazing. Like, even with me, I was talking about doing something like that with one of my friends, because obviously you see in the UK, the Mobos and all these little GRM, we don't do anything here, do you know what I mean? So
but like, do you feel, because I hear people say this a lot, right? And my take on it is, because I'm a bit like you, where I feel like you're immersed in the black community, but you've spent probably more time with white people than a lot of black people in Dublin, for example. So it's easy for you to flip in between cultures. But I feel like sometimes as black people, like, we are hard on ourselves with regards to the support and stuff, because a lot of things that we see, it's not that it's a black trait as it is a human trait, but because we're so immersed in the black community, we see more of what black people are doing negatively, because we're not as informed, or we're not as like close to white people to see the same thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like in Dublin, like, because I'm not even from Dublin, like, I'm from Waterford. I've only moved here since September, and everybody says the same thing. But it's like, I think people are ready sometimes to get on board with stuff to support, but unfortunately it has to be bait and it has to be big. A lot of the times people don't support at the ground roots. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like sometimes that's just a human and natural phenomenon than it is actually like a black thing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
see, with that, and I'm not talking about support as in like, you obviously with like a lot, I hear it more from artists, right? Or people that support my music and then blah blah. That one there, I couldn't give a rat's about. Or you couldn't give a bollocks. Even me, right? I'm seeing what I'm doing, the numbers I'm pulling every week with my podcast. People support me. When you're good, people will support you. That's what I'm saying. And even if you're not getting support, keep working hard. Keep grafting. Do you know what I mean? Like, even me right now, I'm not going quiet. I'm not doing, like, this is the first time I'm doing like content with someone. I know when I come back, like, I'm going to put in the work so I can keep getting the same numbers, keep getting views. I just keep growing and keep elevating, keep working hard. One of the things I used to do when I was playing ball, like, I was very bitter, Nessa, very bitter. Like, you know, lack of opportunities, and I wasn't working on my craft. You know what I mean? I wish if I had this mindset that I have now at 28 when I was 18, I probably wouldn't have had to go to America. I probably would have kept grafting, get in the League of Ireland team, go England, go Belgium, go France, go somewhere with the attitude that I have now. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing with me. Like, what I mean about support is, like, don't just, someone, like, even me, when I was doing Dango production, before you met me, before you see me on Where's Your Head At podcast, my thing was Instagram, so I used to just do Instagram lives. So first lockdown, I was doing like music shows. I seen Donnie. He's my inspiration to do all this. He was doing like he's English, right? He's PK Humble's friend.
I know.
So he was live every night, just doing music talent show. I think he was giving away £500. So I was like, we haven't got bread like that now. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll give you
I'll give. No, I'm not that bad either. I said, I went home. I had a fight with me brother, bad fight with me little brother, right? My guy, we scrapped bad. So I had a scrap with him, went to celebrate with me, my cousins. So sat there, I was depressed, you know what I mean? Like, stressed out my head. Just broke up with the ex, mother of my kid. And I was just, obviously, just watching Instagram lives every night. I was watching him. So, you know what? I know a few singers, I know Trey Wavy, I know B Humble, I know a few artists. Let me go home and see. Let me put on a talent show for Instagram. Let me see, like. So that was flying, but in the background there was people talking shit, laughing at me. People who are called friends. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, but if they had to just push me a bit and talk, that's what I'm talking about. Like, don't belittle someone just because you haven't got the confidence to do it. And it banged. It's getting 100 views now. And it banged. And that's why, like, then I started doing, like, interviews. Say, for instance, if I knew you back then, you're a female athlete, I would have had you on. Talk about your career. I had makeup artists on. I had Iwaki on that was makeup. I had Nina. Now that's a fashion blogger. I was doing all that. Then obviously Dave was watching what I was doing. David from Where's Your Head At, and I was doing like fucking just debates, like talking about cheating, relationship, and I'd antagonise. Cheating is unreal. It's proper. I knew what I was doing. It's entertainment. Do you know what I mean? I'm an entertainer. I know what I'm doing. I know how to trigger people, right? So obviously then he just asked me to go on his podcast then, and then I went. You know what I mean? Like, and even back in the day, Snapchat. You see my post. I was so busy on Snapchat. I was so busy. As in, like, I record everything. I'm buzzing. I had friends of mine say, "Oh, you're not gonna get paid off Snapchat. What are you so busy for?" I had friends delete me off Snapchat because I was too busy.
With that. Yeah.
And then fast forward a couple of years now, they're saying you don't get paid. You'll never make it from Snapchat. Oh, look who has a fucking show from Snapchat. Steve-O the Madman. Do you know what I mean? PK Humble that everyone loves now. He's doing Filthy Fellas. He's doing this. He's doing that. All from what? They all started from Snapchat. That's what I'm saying. In the UK, they push each other. They laugh. They joke. Here, you're trying to stand out and be different. People be like, "Oh,
there's no vision almost."
Do you know what I mean? Like, even how I'm gonna talk today is like, I'm a visionary, Nessa. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to just do what I'm doing here. I want to do this on a grander scale. I want my podcast. Obviously, football didn't work out. I found another avenue after going through some shit that I went through. Found a new avenue. I want to take this thing global. Like, I want to be a big star.
That's
you know
amazing.
what I mean? Like, I want in my community, like where I come from. I know we all come from like rough areas and all that, but I'm talking about me specifically. I come from Brookfield, where lads know nothing but selling drugs and sitting on the dole. But then if I can come out of that and be something in life, I want some little girl or some little boy to look at me and say, because of Gody, I have hope. I can make it too.
So football was your first love before Dango Productions. Football still is your main love, but you're looking at it from a spectator side right now as opposed to a player side. Like, first of all, you weren't born in Ireland, right?
No.
When did you move to Ireland?
I moved to Ireland when I was I think I was 4 years of age when I moved here, because my brother Nathan is 24, I think. 97 must be maths. What's that? 24.
97. He's 24. Yeah, I'm 25.
I did foundation maths. So it's about 24 years on here. So I came when I was 4, and I started football. I started late. I was a late bloomer. A lot of black people started late. Because even I remember one of my friends, Aji, he never played schoolboy football. Straight into men's football.
That's mad.
Yeah, so I think I started like under 11s. I was playing like a year over myself, so I think I was playing under 12s.
Yeah. And okay, so I'm not really good with the Dublin district. So where were you at that stage? Schoolboy league.
I played for Kingswood FC, so that's where I started. They're just a local team.
And how was the development from there?
Yeah, it was like I was a winger, playing every week. You know, the old typical black player, quick, strong, fast. Stick him on
PMP.
Yeah. Stick him on the wing, slide through balls in, he's in. You know what I mean? So that was me, growing up,
And then from there, where did you go from there? Because you were
2 years. I think it was 2 years there at Kingswood, and then one of my friends I went to school with, he played for Shells. They were in the Premier DDSL, and I went to Shelbourne. Then I remember doing the trials.
Yeah.
And you could see, even at that age, you can see, when you step up a level, you're going from, because that was SDFL, so going DDSL is the main league.
Yeah.
And I remember, I had time on the ball, get it and run at people, but nah, took a touch.
You're spun.
Their players, they're up your arse, they're taking the ball off you, know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay, this is a bit different, do you know what I mean? Because trialists, you can see, when you're doing drills and you can see who's on trial and who's on the actual team. They're passing the ball, it's crisp, it's two touch. Even at that age, it's two touch, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I had to adapt. And then obviously you play friendlies to actually see players, how they are. First game, scored a hat-trick. Second game, scored a hat-trick. They signed me then.
Yeah, class.
They signed me then, yeah.
So you were saying earlier that you wish you had the mindset that you have now when you were playing and grinding then. What was your mindset like back then when you were playing in young?
So I'm going to skip a few, but basically, when I don't get my own way and I don't play, I quit.
So basically you're a terrible player to have on your team.
Not a terrible player, I was a good player, I was good.
But mentality-wise,
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm not to blame me dad or that, but obviously I have a 5-month-old son, and if he chooses to play football, the one thing I'll tell him.
First of all, you know that's a lie about if he chooses to play football. Don't come here and lie.
Yes, sir. Do you know what it is? Did your parents force you into football?
No.
And you love it?
Yeah.
So that's what I tell Afo, my barber. He has 2 sons. I always used to tell him before I had my son. I'm so jealous of you, bro, because obviously you have 2 boys. Men always want boys as their kids, you know what I mean? You know yourself.
Let's bring it back a bit. You said that the mentality, you blame that on your dad. Why?
I just wish, obviously he dropped me to training and all, he was great like that, but he never really, gave me advice on, what to do, what are the fundamentals.
Was he into football?
Blah. My dad loves football.
Yeah.
He's the same. See what I do with Amy?
Yeah.
My mom's the same. She don't touch the telly.
Yeah.
We'll all be there when I was living there. We'll all be there, me and my brothers. We're all watching the football all day. My dad, he's coming from work, say hello to him or whatever.
Yeah.
He's watching Lincoln versus Accrington Stanley.
Mad.
That's my dad. My dad watched football all the time, do you know what I mean?
But you felt like in your journey he wasn't as cooperative, or he wasn't present.
Never went to games or nothing. Do you know what I mean? I was one of them kids. I've heard Darnese say it. I've heard a lot of black kids say they'll go to games and
How'd that make you feel when you were younger? Did you care? Did you know that you cared at the time?
No, I didn't really know it. I didn't know how it would affect me. Obviously, looking back now, it's damn, everyone else's parents. Especially, it's not just there was 4 or 5 of us. Yeah. It was just me. Yeah. I didn't have his parents. Yeah. Going down, obviously, I went to, we'll talk about crumbling and all that, we're stepping up even more of a level. We're playing big All-Ireland games, we're going to Cork, going to Kerry. Everyone's dad's on the bus except for mine. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
So how were you able to keep up that drive then? Because you obviously played at a very high level. Because at what stage did you decide that you were going to go to America?
So when I was in FOS, there was a FAI course. I don't know if you know it, the FAI course. And it's basically it's a FOS course, but the FAI, they have their coaches and all there. You train Monday to Friday. You get paid.
Is this in Carlow?
I did mine in Irishtown. Okay. In Ringsender. And obviously there's League of Ireland ballers and all there, and I just, you know what, I was playing Leinster Senior at that time. Obviously I left Rovers because I wasn't getting game time, and I left
Shells.
I went to Rovers reserves team. Okay. I was playing under 23 football, then went to Shells because at that time under 19s came in. Yeah. And I left them because I wasn't playing. Because the coach made an example of me, yeah? And this is where my mouth in the past got me in trouble, right? So I was a big signing from Rovers, because Rovers were a big club. Yeah. They were in the Europa League and all that. And I went down to Shells, obviously, under 19. I was a big signing, cause they weren't really signing good players, so I knew what Shells was going to get a game. Yeah. But we're losing games, The coach decided to make an example of me, put me on the bench. This was early Twitter. Tweeted, these coaches are fucking idiots. Not playing me or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I went to training that Tuesday. Coach was like, right, we've seen your tweet. Because obviously the fourth team manager was looking at me after a few games. Yeah. They liked what I was doing. Alan Matthews was his name at the time, Shells. And they were like, the chairman and all the managers seen what you tweeted. We don't want you here anymore. Wow. So that was the start of my downfall. So I went to FOS then, training every week with League of Ireland players, blah, blah. I was like, you know what? I like the way Americans had that draft thing. Because all you have to do was really just go over. Stats stats, you get drafted MLS. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I went to America. Yeah.
How did you start that process? Was it just straight from the first course?
No, it was. I was obviously there was the recruits. There was a yo called, what was it called again? Collegiate soccer or something like that. Collegiate soccer or something it was called. And they were doing trials. So you had to register. You paid like a €150 fee. They record your games. The videos are still up on YouTube. I'll actually send you the link and you'll see what type of player
I think I saw some on your TikTok.
Yeah. So you play a few games and they send videos off to America then, and then that's what.
That's kind of the same way I went with the agent and stuff. So when you went to Hartford
Community College, yeah.
And how was that then? Like, how you didn't spend too long there?
That it's very. When I talk about that, it's heartbreaking because that was the start of the end of my football career. Something that I love, something that apart from my children, there's nothing more I feel passionate about than football. Do you know what I mean? Like I miss the game. You know what I mean? Like it's hard, man. Because there's even players now, you know, that I grew up with, you know, that were getting all these trials and had players going everywhere. I've played with ballers, man, that went everywhere. All in internationals, all just gave up. People drinking. People sniffing coke. I don't care. Not one of you is gonna do one, right? People sniffing coke. People just gave up, and I wouldn't have been. I would have just kept. I would have came back to Ireland. I would have tried to go to a Bowes or Shell or something. I would have tried something. I would have tried to go to, like, you know what I mean, Belgium, somewhere, Netherlands, a family in Germany. I would have kept going until I signed professional forms. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I just had to get injured, didn't I? Fucking hell, I had to get injured. But look, God's plan.
I was looking at your stats, and did you only just play 3 games?
I played one game over there. One game. 15 minutes, NESSER.
Okay, so was it an ACL tear?
ACL tear, yeah.
So why couldn't you just recover? I know that sounds like really bad, but why was it career ending as opposed to a recovery? Again,
mentality. I'll tell you why, right? I'll take full accountability. I went over, right? Because I went over late because I had visa issues because they refused my visa the first time. Because obviously they were like, how's your man that they don't work, how are they going to support you? Yeah. I said they didn't work, so I had to get like a sponsor. Yeah. So I signed after this. So I went over late. I had to do pre-season with the girls team and all. Sure. So I did all that, blah, blah, blah. So over there, it's roll on, roll off. I don't know if your skills it's roll on, roll off. So I came on at the 15.
I love that.
Yeah, it's good. You get a little breather.
90 minutes for who? Who's trying to do that?
It wasn't so good for some players though. The coach used to throw on player. There was a fella called Solomon. Coaches would just throw him on so he could just run around, press the other team, make them tired, and then throw him off. I felt so sorry for him.
Like, I was either the player who starts and finish people off for our team, or you put me on the last 20 of the first half. Yeah. Start me second half, take me off like 80 minutes. Bro, job done.
Me and Blair, we missed the game. Blair, obviously, I was injured, and Blair, he wasn't going skill. Like, you obviously have to go skill, keep up 2.1, grade point average. And we saw Solomon. We go, Solomon, did you play today? Coach just told me to run. Bro.
No, I hate that, bro.
Bro, nah.
They're using us,
bro. Anyway, I came on after 15 minutes. We're losing 2-0. So I'm getting on the ball and all, and I'm making things happen. I remember pinging a long ball to Saidu, and he won a penalty. When I ran, I was like, I'm taking this. I mean, because I was a big signing for them, because obviously they watched me. I remember the coach saying to me, your video is one of the best videos I've ever seen for like an overseas player.
First of all, your video, you look like you were playing centre mid.
Centre mid, yeah. I was playing centre mid, yeah.
But you were a winger.
I was a winger, but because I wanted to get on the ball and make things happen.
There's nothing up there.
Obviously, going to the gym and all, right, I put on a bit of muscle, so I lost a bit of pace. Yeah. So, and obviously, like I told you earlier, with Kingswood, I was like a winger. But as I was doing Foss, I was developing my skills.
You realise that the wings is nice.
Yeah, the great track and back,
fam,
bro,
loud up. I like 4-3-3 back in the day. 4-3-3 early 2000s. You're not coming back. Yeah. Now they want the fullbacks coming all.
Bro, playing football now, you need to be fit, man.
Literally, wingers is box to box now.
Yeah.
Bro, that's not it. That's not me.
Did you ever see Mourinho with Rashford and Martial? They were fullbacks, bro.
That's not it, bro. Anyway, sorry.
Penalty. I was a penalty, got it, and I scored. So obviously they clocked out. Oh, this player, he's making things happen, because it was our rivals. We're playing against CCBC Essex, so they're in the same district. So that's who we're playing against. The ops basically, right? So yeah, they were like, oh, this player is nice, blah blah. So me being a clever player, the ball was coming into me, right? And I saw Saidu make a run. Yeah. So I lifted my leg trying to flick it onto him, and I can get onto the flick on. Yeah. So as my legs in the air,
man came through,
came through the back of me, and that was me done. And then apparently teammates were telling me, he looked over to his bench, like, we got him.
Do you know Americans are very much like that? Because even when I tore my ACL, do you know you can play with those braces?
Oh yeah, I've seen girls play.
My trainer was trying to get me to a place where I didn't even need to play with it, because a lot of teams would see you with that brace and make you a target. Like, isn't that crazy? Like,
sickening it is. It's sickening. That would make me nearly not want to tackle.
Literally.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
Or at least use your brain. But like even when they were like, look, like, we're gonna try to get you to a place, because I was out for 18 months, and usually it's like, that's like what, like nearly 2 years. Like usually it's like 10 to 12 months, maybe 14. But like, they were like, nah, we're gonna keep you more, because we don't want you using this brace, because you're just gonna look like.
Did you know what an ACL was when you went over there?
Don't know. Yeah, because Rihanna.
She tore her ACL.
Rihanna's torn her ACL 3 times.
How? Dancing?
No, she plays football. She plays for a national team, like.
Rihanna
Jarrett. Oh, do you think I
read that? Oh, Umbrella, Ella. I thought you were, yay!
No. Rihanna Jarrett. Don't kill me. I said, what?
I was like, what?
I said, what? Dancing? No. But like, I didn't know how predominant.
Oh, stop. That's gas.
I didn't know how predominant like ACL tears were before I went over
bro,
there.
It's common. It's like getting a chicken fillet roll, literally. Bro. Everywhere. All I heard was ACL. Yeah. I didn't know what the fuck it was, so I had to get a scan. I had to get an MRI, and got the MRI, and Matt Newman, he was the trainer. And he was like, yeah, you tore your ACL, you have to get surgery, you're going to be out 6 to 9 months. I was like, right, lovely. I remember ringing me ma, telling me ma to get surgery. Ma was like, no, don't get surgery. I was like, yeah, ma, I have to, like,
it's not going to grow back, like.
Bone on bone, yeah. Got the surgery now, blah, blah, blah. This is what killed me. I remember the surgeon telling me, look, you have to be careful now. No full weight bearing on your knee for 6 weeks, because you can injure it again. And he gave me instructions what to do. I had to do, obviously, the rehab, and I also had to do the rehab, like, obviously in the rehab center, and then rehab at home. As in, he told me, right, so sleep forward, have your legs up against, obviously, the
elevated,
end of the bed.
like,
and have, like, put stuff
under your bed.
The bags, and put them on your feet, so your feet can be straight like that, yeah. I didn't do it. Jeez. And what happened with me, even right now, if you notice, I walk with a limp.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, because obviously there's so much scar tissue in the leg. So I can straighten this leg all the way like that.
Yeah, you can't fully straighten that.
I can't fully straighten it like that. Or I can't even, do you ever see when you're lifting your leg like that, do a stretch?
Yeah,
I can't
to
pull my leg all the way back.
It up on your
so that's what killed me, was scar tissue. There's so much scar tissue in my leg.
Shit.
And yeah, I just didn't rehab properly. It's just, obviously, again, mindset. So I remember even watching McGregor's film. He had an ACL injury, and he was training on that leg straight away after the surgery, like doing weights on his leg and all. The good I am now, what I consume and da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
If I used to hold my ACL now, I'll get surgery, I'll be in the gym, working on my leg. Because even when I was in the gym, I'd walk on, because obviously they were told, walk on this leg, walk on both, because you don't want this leg being much bigger than that one, do you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah.
You just didn't do that.
It's my own fault.
Jeez.
Own fault, yeah.
That's so heartbreaking, man.
Yeah, it is.
Because even, I know, and do you know what? It is your fault. And I'm glad that you took accountability for that. So it's not like, but at the same time, like, it's full on that rehab. Do you know what I mean? And I completely understand where you're coming from, because some days I just didn't want to do it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't, and I completely understand, because even after you go to the training room with your physiotherapist, they do stuff. You go to the gym, you do stuff there. You go home, you still have to do stuff. And I can understand, like, if you're there at a young age, and I think I don't blame you fully, because I think, like, where you came from, like, you were used to getting things your way, and you were used to having football a certain way. So unfortunately, you just don't know these things until you go through them. And that's really heartbreaking. I hate seeing people, especially in football, not get to the place that they want to get to. But do you see it as a blessing in disguise, in a way? Yeah.
It made me, because I went through some stuff, Nessa, man. Like, I don't know, because I've tried to see with me, right, just to go off a little bit, yeah. When I try and speak about, like, because mental health is very popular now, yeah. And even me, at times, I was like, everyone was, mental health is, I was like, everyone just it's all give, like, you know what I mean? Like, until you actually go through it. And even at that moment, I didn't know. I don't know. Because when my thing comes back, I want to talk to a mental health activist. I don't know if you know that girl, Blessing.
Yeah.
She was at the award. She won an award.
Won,
And she's brilliant. I want to speak to her. And maybe I was going through mental health problems. Maybe I was depressed. I don't know. But I was really down. Do you know what I mean? But I came out of it. And, you know.
You lost the love of your life. You know that.
1000%. But I gained it back because when I came back, I started coaching my little brother's team. So that's what I always tell them, right? And I tried to say it, and obviously to bring some light onto it or whatever, but that period from 15 to 18, coaching my brother's team, they saved me, Nessa.
Yeah.
Mentally. Because you come home, right? Being on the dole, I didn't have a job around at the time, yeah. Going back to the dole and not doing nothing. I was just like, I've come back a failure. Yeah. My friends were going out every week. I didn't want to go out. Do you know what I mean? I was ashamed. I went there, big house, big dreams.
Why did you come back? So were you not able to? So because like I'm not trying to be like, because the way America is, right? You sign a scholarship for a year, right? So you should have at least had up till that summer if you wanted to come back. Even if you weren't fully doing whatever, you still had the team. Like, unless the team.
See, America, they sell you dreams, mate, yeah? Because I don't know what your accommodation was like. Well, when we were looking at our accommodation, me and Blair, tennis courts, pool, all this nice stuff, yeah? Tell me why, because Blair went before me. He went a week before me.
Blair from Ireland?
He's Irish as well. Yeah. He's home as well, right? We went to the same, he's my best mate, like. So we went to the same college, and he's like, bring blankets and pillows. I was like, what? So, gave me really a tick, got on the flight anyways, got there. Bro, the first night I got there to my accommodation, I slept in my towel. Do you know what I mean? Like, so the
it was just...
Yeah.
Wait, like, were you on campus?
No, we had this, like, where did we stay? It's called, I think it was called the Seasons, where we had, it was like a...
Apartments.
It was apartments, but for athletes, tennis players there, lacrosse guys were there.
I think it depends on the college as well. Yeah.
See what money and all, you couldn't work. You're on a student visa, so you couldn't work around it. That. So my man always supported me. So where I'm going with this is, right, so obviously the surgery I got, obviously America, everything's insurance. You have got insurance in America, you're bollocks.
Yeah.
You are.
And you obviously had insurance.
You will die. Had insurance, but ran it up with the surgery and the rehab.
Shoot, yeah.
So they were like, right, I had to get a second surgery to get rid of the scar tissue.
Yeah. Keyhole
I was meant to be doing this yoke where, did you ever see that thing they put you in to run
in the water?
Me. Yeah, they were gonna put me on this yoke to straighten me knee to get it like straight, because they weren't happy with where the angles of my knee was. Where I was, I should have been a bit more straighter. So you goes, look, the trainer goes to me, your insurance is up. The only way you can do the surgery,
pay for it.
If you have to pay $20,000 for it.
Genie Mac.
We said, yeah, ma. I'll see you in a while. Rang me, ma. I was on the next flight home. I was home the week after. 20 grand. I didn't have 20 cents over there, man. 20 grand. See, America, man, if you haven't got insurance, they'll leave you there to die. Oh, kufa. That means you'll die in my language.
It's okay.
You will die.
Please. Jeez, nah, that's heartbreaking.
20 grand.
Well, back to that. So you found a little silver lining when you started coaching again.
Yeah.
So then, where does Dango production come into this story, and what is Dango production?
Lockdown. That's what happened. Like,
literally
lockdown. Like, that's
so
what happened.
you didn't have anything production wise. I
was doing all my main. I have a main page as well, so I was doing my lives there. I was doing the music show, blah blah. Then obviously my cousin hit me up. He was like, "Look, you need to make a page." I was thinking, I have followers here. I could just do whatever. I started off with music. And obviously I made a page. Got someone to do me a logo. So that page is my content page where I do all the dancing, all the laughing. It's more. See, if you have my other page, that's the where I'm like. I'm just a prick, basically. I'm just like, I'll throw out memes. I'm proper antagonize people. But my Dango Productions is where, like,
it's entertainment.
It's motivate. No, not entertainment, but it's motivational. It's trying to be an inspiration. I'm just trying to, like, someone that's probably going through what I was going through. I'm just trying to say, let them know you can get through it.
Yeah, of course.
Just don't give up. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people aren't religious or whatever or spiritual, but me, I really do. Like, God has given me everything. Do you know what I mean? Everything that I have now, the missus, my son, my gaff. My gaff is state of the art. I want to see this where we live.
Yeah.
One day I'll invite you down. One day.
I literally was saying, I was like, fam,
bro, spotlights, hotel racks. I lift up my bed, all my runners and all there. Unreal. I don't shower and book it anymore. I prayed for all that. Yeah. I've been through shit. Yeah. Sleeping on couches, all that type of stuff. And that's why I remember you said something very powerful on where your head at, right? And I was like, one day we're going to chat about this because I want to get your perspective on it. Yeah, it's like, you hate that struggle story. Like, you just want...
I don't like being a victim.
You know, you say, like, you don't want it so glorified. Yeah. I hear you on that, yeah, but it's like... But reality is, we do struggle, do you get me? So that's why I do what I do right now, is busting my ass. Yeah. So my kids don't go through that. Like, I don't want my children to go through 1% of what I went through. Do you get me? That's first and foremost that. And then to show someone that is struggling, because there are people that are struggling this.
But it's not, in the sense of that, it's not in the sense that it's glorified, but it's a sense that people attach that to my personality. Do you get me? Okay. It's almost like you went through all of these things. Like, remember when you did this?
Yeah, because I see your post. You've been through my madness.
You don't even know half of what.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't know what half of what I've gone through, but I don't want you to know that. Like, do you get me? Like, you can. I'll tell you. My life is very open. I've talked about everything and anything on every podcast that I've been on. Do you get me? So I've no problem sharing my story, but I don't want things that have happened to me be my legacy or be what you remember me for. I want people to remember me for getting over that, through inspiring other people, through whatever. Like, I don't want to stay down. Do you get me? And that's what I meant by that. It's almost like, oh, you're so strong. People almost think that because you've been through stuff, you're allowed to go through, like, you're allowed to be a dickhead if you've gone through stuff. Do you get me? You're allowed to choose failure. You're allowed to be a bum. And it's like, nah, like, do you get me? Regardless of all these things that have stopped me, like, I've tried to stop me, I'm not going to stop. Do you get me? And that's kind of what I mean in that sense. It's like, I don't want people glorifying the thing that nearly brought me down. Do you get me? I want you to see the story after that. Do you get me? And it's like, and that's why I resonate with you. And I love everything that you're doing and everything that you're saying. It's because, like, you obviously and also have been through some things. Do you know what I mean? And it's so funny because I think the funniest people and the most outgoing people are the people who have gone through the most shit, because it's like, you realize that this life is nothing. You know what I mean? The people who put so much money is fine. People put so much effort into pleasing other people, put so much into the temporary, and put so much into what people think about them. Like, all that is gonna go. Like, do you know what I mean? Once you lose people in your life, once you lose things, when you lose yourself, you realize that none of that matters. Like, whether you like me or not, it doesn't matter. Like,
my kids are gonna benefit from me through all that stuff that I've been through, because obviously I know what it likes, I know what it's like, and I know what it takes. And it's very important what you said there, because I thought you were going the other way with that. Like, you don't want to glorify that. It's like, you want to tell your story as well, because I think it's important that we tell these stories, that people know that you can overcome this. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you now, Nessa, I was bottom barrel, bro. People are looking at me now, oh, G Millie, oh, podcast, you're this, you're that, blah, blah, blah. Bro, see these couches here, bro. Me and me missus that's pregnant, we're sleeping on these yokes, you know what I mean? Like, and the fire happened in the gaff, and, you know, everyone was just down bad, but I always just had this mentality of, like, I'm gonna get through this. Do you know what I mean? By hook or by crook, I'm gonna get through this. Manifesting stuff, like them apartments. My ex lives right across from where I live. I got built it out. Obviously, whatever happened between us, I got built it out. And, you know, back in me ma's 27 years of age, we're an 8-year-old. It's embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? Like, but there's new apartments getting built, and I'm walking my daughter, picking her up, and like, we're gonna live there, Vinay. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna live there. Then bang, we're there. This is madness. This is real life shit that's happening. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling people, you're struggling now, but just don't give up on yourself. Just keep going. Especially if, like, you're spiritual and you're religious. If you really believe in God, bro, faith without works is dead, bro. Have your faith.
I heard you talk about Pastor Todd's Crazy Faith series, and it's like, and that's why I say, like, there's things I've heard you say that you don't know that I got you. Like, do you get me?
My guy, yeah.
And it's hard to explain to people who aren't spiritual and who don't believe. And it's like, sometimes that's why I'm just like, my life will speak it. Do you get me? Like, that's why don't talk too much. Do you get me? Like, do you know what I mean? You just have to, like, live it out there. And it's like, sometimes it's not even for other people to believe in God or whatever. It's just to show that sometimes it's literally that you can make it through today. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it takes a lot, especially when people have been through a lot, to believe in God and believe in anything. But it's just to believe that you can make tomorrow. You can believe that you can make the next thing. Sometimes that's all you need for the moment. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, once again, that's amazing. But yeah, lastly, If I Speak podcast, plug yourself. That's okay. First of all, Fabudi is a joker. Fabudi is an absolute clown, right? Bro. And If I Speak podcast, first of all, I want to hear from your your point, what is it? What does it symbolize apart from you being you?
Yeah.
I think if I speak as a specific side of you, like what exactly are you trying to come with that?
Just trying to, like, obviously you see you're on Twitter, so people are always like, something happens if I speak. Speak then.
Kenny, this is for you. This is for Kenny.
Kenny, I don't know who you are, but
Kenny, you know Kenny.
Speak.
Kenny,
Kenny.
Yeah, from Arsenal support.
Bro, he's always retweeting my shit. Kenny, my guy. Kenny, legend. No,
Kenny's
but it's like,
if I speak, bro, speak then.
Bro, speak, man. Speak your fucking mind. What's anyone gonna do? I've noticed this right about people, right? People chat shit. This is why I love travelers, man. I always say, if a traveler says they're gonna do something, they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
People in Dublin, I'm gonna do. Do you know how many times I've been threatened over this?
Yeah.
People try, we're gonna do this to you because I've spoken.
Come then.
No one has done nothing, and no one will do one.
Yeah.
Speak your mind, John. That's what if I speak is, and people are coming on. If you have an issue about something, go and speak your mind.
Yeah.
I had someone hit me up though. He wanted to chat shit about this. I don't want to start wars. Like
If
you feel a top way
people
about
are
something,
coming on if I speak to call out people, bro.
Talk, bro. That's what even me, there was an issue, right? I'm not going to say it now. I don't want your thing to be a toxic yoke, right? But I don't know if you've seen a couple of DJs coming at me over something, but I went at him because he's talking shit about Irish artists saying that they can't chart. Do you know what I mean? Like, Ireland artists are good enough to chart. So I'm like, no, shut your mouth. What do you mean they can't chart? Just support them and see where they'll go. Because I believe that, like, if people keep working hard, work on their craft, people can chart. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I spoke on that. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's what if I speak is. Just go on there, speak your mind. And like obviously have your facts. Don't just go in there and chat shit.
Just
you know what I mean? Like,
don't use Dango's.
Like the Fabio D thing, people have been wanting that for years.
Yeah.
Like what he does, blah blah. Now let me tell you, he has supporters. I had people hit me up saying, look, some of my good friends, we didn't like that. You're a bit harsh. You're a bit this. You're a bit that. We don't give a bollocks. That's your opinion. I respect it, but that's how I feel. And I don't like the way
the whole point of
he makes us look like we're fucking monkeys and we're. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't like that. And that was that.
That's cool. So yeah. Once again, like 2021 for you, I think is only just the beginning. Of
definitely.
Your next. And like, I think your drive is amazing. Like I don't even know what I think. I've said it all, man. I'm like, and I don't just bring anyone on here. Like everyone I bring here is like, I want people to speak and show their stories and stuff. But I think that you are a very special person, and I think that you should just keep doing everything that you're doing, because even what you were saying about like Snapchat and stuff, like I listen to people like saying like, don't do this and don't do that, and it's like I think sometimes your approach can be changed and stuff like that, but you're you and you're authentic, and I think that's all you can be, and hopefully you don't get into trouble with that. But I think keep trying to inspire people, and I think like you already know people have already come to you with how you've helped them, and I think that there's only a list and long line of more people to come, so keep doing your thing.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Just one little story I wanted to tell, right?
Go ahead.
The other day, and this is how I know I'm like, right, keep going. Do you know what I mean? Let them talk shit all you want. Keep on going. And I wanted to say this here specifically, right? So I'm going home, right? And see me, I was driving years ago, right? But I was driving with no tax, no insurance, no NCT, nothing. Yeah. Got grabbed by the feds, had to pay 300 quid fine, whatever, got penalty points, whatever. So I haven't been driving. So what I always do now, right? I don't run for the bus. It could be raining. It could be whatever. I don't run for the bus. My pride won't let me. And even do you ever see when people talk about the ick? I seen a girl on Twitter say, guys that run for the bus. So that even just was like,
that's how your pants will be falling.
Yeah. So, but West Ham are playing Arsenal today. And it's a big game for Arsenal, trying to get top 4. West Ham are doing well, whatever, right? The Beach Road Club. Beach Road Club a couple of weeks ago. So
first of all, don't come on my show.
The Beach Road Club. I had to get that in there.
The Magnum's hitting, bruv. Like.
Yeah, they beat Chelsea as well. I don't know what they did against
What do you mean?
City.
Yeah, they're for it. Like,
they're doing well. So I said it's a big game. I want to watch this. You know what I mean? So I usually sometimes when I want to get home quick, I get the Lewis home. But I have to get 2 Lewises.
Yeah.
Those that live in Tala, you know that fucking go to Bellegarde then home, right? So I see in the 175, that brings me up right to me gaff. I said, right, fuck it, I'm running. So I'm there pelting with me knee. All over the gaff.
Usain Bolt.
Then some kid was like, yo, Dango Productions. I was like, yeah. I was like, obviously I always get down the street. I was like, oh yeah, lovely. He's like, nah, I'm getting on this bus. Nah, oh my God. He was so gassed. He's like, you had to see him fucking Floyd Mayweather. He was so happy. He wasn't even meant to go on that bus. He's going the other way. He's had to see me, right? I'm on the bus. And he's like, oh my, he's shaking and all. Like, I'm like, bro, chill out. Like, da-da-da-da.
Man, that's a chill out. Like, chill out.
He's like, I watch your stuff. Oh my God, I can't believe this is you. Da-da-da. I was like, bro, where'd you live? He goes, Kilnard. And that's the other way.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, look, get off this stop here. You mad thing. Look, da-da-da. Thanks for supporting. What's your name? Talking. He's like, oh, bro, can I get a picture, please? Got me phone out, took a picture. He got off the boat and I hear him go, woo!
Oh my goodness.
He was tough and that touched me. It was like, I was like, you know what, Gody? forget all the some of the hate that you're getting, blah blah. You're doing what you set out to do. You're touching someone. One more, right? Travelers, grew up with them, loved them, yeah. And obviously, I was talking about, like, obviously we get racism and all blah blah. I was like, but they get discriminated against as well. Do you know what I mean? So I was speaking about that, and I've said on words I had plenty of times, put up on TikTok, whatever. I'm in the gym on the bike. Traveler comes up to me. He's like, "You Dongo Productions?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Bro, thank you for sticking up for my community. I'm a traveler." Gave me a hug, kissed me in the cheek, and all. Bro, even right now I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. I was like, you're literally sticking up for people, you're helping people, do you know what I mean? So they can say what they want about me, they can hate me all they want. I know that the purpose that God has sent me, what to do, the mission is to uplift people, help people, motivate people, and I'm doing that. Yeah, maybe it's a bit, you know, unorthodox. I course a lot, I think I'm a hard man, whatever. I don't give a bollocks. I'm helping people, and that's it. And thank you for having me on your platform. No problem. Go follow Dango Productions, subscribe.
Yes, I'll put yourself. All of his stuff on in the description.
And I really appreciate that, and all the nice words. And first time I'm meeting you, smashing girl. We're gonna have a good chat off camera as well. So thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, guys, it's been Hey, it's me, NESSER. Once again, follow in the descriptions below. Obviously, thanks to Dango for coming on. So leave your comments and anything in the comment section. I hate this.
Yes. Yeah, we look henches right now. Look at it.
Okay, over and out. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.